Hello, and welcome to the operational overview of the integrated standby unit with Autothrottle by Innovative Solutions and Support. The main display acts as a standby reference for airspeed, altitude, and attitude throughout flight. On power-up, it will perform an alignment for about 1.5 minutes. The bottom half includes heading reference, a compass, and the Autothrottle interface displayed here and here. Autothrottle is only available on ground in takeoff mode. Takeoff mode is activated by pressing the go-around switch on the power control lever of the PC-12. When that button is pressed, an automatic torque value calculation will occur based on the Pilatus AMM. The torque will turn magenta to indicate the calculation has occurred. Once performed, Autothrottle can be turned on using the AT on switch. The annunciator at the bottom will announce what torque is currently selected, and the LED will indicate green to show that Autothrottle is currently active. After being active for 2.5 minutes, the takeoff mode will transition to a climb mode, also based on the Pilatus AMM procedures. When in air, speed mode is also available by pressing the mode menu key once. Each press will toggle between a selected speed and a selected torque mode. The knob can be used to adjust these values when in air. While active, speed mode will watch for over torque or under torque conditions on the engine. Torque mode will watch for overspeed and underspeed conditions, and both modes will watch for over temperature conditions on the engine, and the throttle will automatically pull back or forward to resolve the transient condition. At any time, Autothrottle can be turned off by using the front AT off button or the AT disconnect switch present on the right side of the power control lever. When the Autothrottle is disconnected, the acknowledged disconnect annunciator will appear at the bottom of the display and label on the encoder. The bezel light will also turn yellow to indicate that a disconnect has occurred, and an audible alert will occur in the cockpit. The disconnect can be acknowledged by pressing the knob, at which point the Autothrottle can be turned back on by pressing the AT on key. To access the integrated standby unit menu, press and hold the mode menu key until the key zooms up, and then release. The integrated standby menu will appear on the bottom half of the display. It can be exited by pressing the top key, or paging between menus will occur with the bottom key. Standby options include a standard baro selection, which will reset the barometer to a standard setting, a metric display of altitude that can be enabled or disabled to appear above the indication in feet. The barometer units can be changed. The DG mode can be manually activated. And the current latitude can be set to assist with standby operations. The Autothrottle menu includes an option to pre-select speed prior to entering the mode, and to pre-select torque prior to entering the mode. These selections are also active while Autothrottle is active, and are available at all times. The status page indicates the status of each interface connected to the ISU with Autothrottle. And the setup page is available on ground to perform on-ground maintenance and testing of the Autothrottle system, and includes a calibration procedure wherein the lever is set to the minimum position and the back position is selected with the encoder, and the lever is set to the maximum position, and forward position is selected with the encoder. The friction test can also be run to ensure smooth motion of the autothrottle, and the override test to test the override force required on the autothrottle when active. The last menu option is an AT airspeed source option with an external and internal option toggled by pressing the knob. External airspeed will cause the autothrottle speed mode to use the Air Data Computer 1 computed airspeed for a source, whereas internal will take the standby's displayed airspeed and control to that. Important note, the integrated standby unit will always display its own computed airspeed on the airspeed tape, although it controls to the airspeed on Air Data Computer 1. This concludes the overview of the integrated standby unit with autothrottle. For additional information, please refer to the Integrated Standby Unit with Autothrottle Pilot's Guide, document number 1D-13102.